Right.
That thing's gotta be 100 years old.
And do I have a motion for approval of today's agenda?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. A motion for the approval of the minutes?
I move to approve the minutes.
A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. New business, we're right at it. Who's our new business person?
Yes, it is. Scott, we're actually going to rework the agenda here. The chief is on his way over. He just walked in, but we'll go ahead and let him get settled. Courtney, if you want to do the one list, and then we'll come back to.
Sure, that'd be fine.
Okay, great, thank you.
All right, so we do only have one list this time around. It's the street operations supervisor. This is a promotional position within the streets department of our public works division. We did a 30-70 split, so 30% for the written exam, 70% for the interview. And then we have the salary range, also noting that this is a non-bargaining position. So these are the minimum qualifications for the street operations supervisor. They do have to have at least 2 years supervisory experience in street maintenance and 5 years experience in street construction, maintenance and repair. Basically what this person does is they oversee the street division. So that's really their main operation in the management level. Again, we do make sure that they have, and oftentimes they already have these classifications because they have been in the streets division, but they must possess and maintain throughout the duration of their employment a valid CDL. They must also obtain within 1 year of appointment the ATSSA, the traffic control certification. Again, oftentimes these are things that they already have coming into this position. And then while they are usually already an Iowa resident, we have that up there simply to let them know that they must maintain residency with us. Okay. So in this particular position, we had 6 internal applicants. Of the 6 that applied, 5 were qualified and invited to participate in the examination. Those 5 candidates passed the examination and were invited to the interview, and all 5 passed the interview, leaving you with 5 on the list for certification today.
Any questions, anyone? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And then the statistics as well for your reference.
Okay, now back to the other one.
We need you to take a formal action on the approval of that list.
Okay, we can do that. I have to find it just a minute. Here we go. Do I have a motion for approval of the street operations supervisor?
I move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Then are we back to the police officer recruitment process? Thank you.
Well, good morning, Commissioners. So it was just 3 weeks ago I stood before you and gave a summary and a wrap-up of our police officer hiring process and presented a list for certification, which you did certify on that particular date. The very next day, we got approval to hire all 8 on that particular list. 7 accepted, 1 took a position with the Iowa State Patrol. So those 7 new officers begin their employment with the city August 24th. And then the following week, they begin the Iowa Law Enforcement Academy. But now, since we have expended the list, I need to start another process so I can have another list to work off of if need be. So the memo that you have in front of you in your packet kind of outlines the process that we're going to be doing for this fall 2020 recruitment. It's an identical process to what we just completed, but for your reference, applications, if approved today, applications will go live yet today. They will be open for 4 weeks. We will have physical ability testing on 3 separate dates, 2 at the end of September and 1 in early October. The same for the police officer selection test written examination. Again, those are state mandated components. Those that successfully move through that process will go through the background investigation. And then those that meet those qualifications as well will be interviewed. And it is our intent to bring a list for certification to you in November. Because the hiring date would be in December, and the next academy starts January 4th of 2021. So I present this next process to you, and would entertain any questions you may have.
Question? I have a question.
Yes, Ms. Moore.
What do you anticipate to be a number that you're going to be allowed to hire additionally?
It would be just a guesstimate at this point. You'd never know who's going to decide to retire over the next term, or potential injuries that may or may not happen. You know, there's a lot up in the air. But I think there's a high probability that there will be some hires off the next list. Okay, but I appreciate the question. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Do people get paid through the, let's say they apply and they go through the academy, are they paid?
Oh yeah, as soon as so the 7 that we have that start on August 24th, that is when they begin their employment with the city of Davenport. So as they're going through the police academy, they are full salaried and benefited employees.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Click. Is there any old business?
We need you to take a formal action on that one also, authorizing us to administer that process.
I keep forgetting that you need.
That's okay.
That's the important reason we're here. I thought you'd skip over.
Yep, that's okay.
Okay, can I have a motion on the police officer recruitment process?
So moved.
Second?
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion passes. Thank you. Now back to old business. Is there any?
No.
No. Is there anything else that we need to be covering today? In other words, another one of our long and exhausting meetings.
Yes.
Okay, may I have a motion for adjournment?
I move to adjourn the meeting.
Have a
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Please stay around to sign the list, and also remember our next meeting is September 9th. And may we all have power by then.